Tough guy. Oh, we got up the fighter.
Maybe from before. AT&T.
table or?
Yeah, right here. The peregrines are here.
Right.
So actually, this camera
Yeah.
is what he's going to control. It's
Okay.
streaming live right now.
Okay.
But Brett can control it from
Can you
here.
turn it to me when you're ready to
Yeah,
start?
he can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get started anytime, I guess.
And the chicks are in the hall.
Okay.
I'm doing you a favor not bringing them in here if I do that.
Okay.
So I'll bring them in when you say it. I can tell.
Was it the biggest?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2017 Peregrine Falcon banding here at Brady Sullivan Tower. Peregrine Falcons, I think, are Manchester's newest and most popular residents. They were born a few weeks ago, and we're here to celebrate and learn a little bit about Peregrine Falcons. My name is Doug Bechtel. I'm the president at New Hampshire Audubon. I'm very happy to be here. We are very pleased to be joined by the Honorable Mayor of Manchester, Ted Gatsas. Ted, thank you very much for joining us.
Nice to be here, especially when we're banding falcons.
Yeah. So, have you seen falcons before, Mr. Mayor?
I've seen them, but this is the first time I'm here to put the bands on.
Great. Well, we'll get started.
Great crowd here. I'm glad you're all excited about this. Have we got names for them?
Oh, that's
All
another
right.
story.
That's another story. All right.
One of the stories I'll tell real quick is that we are being watched today by the Hooksett Memorial School, and I want to say thanks to Mrs. Amato and her students who have been learning about natural history because of the peregrine falcons here. And we all want to say a big hello to Mrs. Amato at Hooksett Memorial. Hello, kids!
Hi there.
And part of their project this year was to learn about rivers and watersheds, and rivers are the place where peregrine falcons live because they eat a lot of ducks. And so each peregrine falcon is named for a different river in New Hampshire. So thanks very much. Okay, let's get started. I want to say a few words before we bring out the stars of the show. First of all, I also want to thank and recognize staff and former and current members of New Hampshire Audubon's board. Would you raise your hands or stand up, please? Thank you for joining us. These people are the real leaders of the science and education project here in New Hampshire for New Hampshire Audubon. Our mission is to protect New Hampshire's natural environments for wildlife, peregrine falcons, and for people, for you. We live in a very special state, and we're very honored to have this kind of wildlife here. What do we do at New Hampshire Audubon? We protect natural environments. We do environmental education. We do advocacy, which means we support legislation for wildlife, and we study and do science about things like peregrine falcons. Can you hear them? They're screaming. They want to come on stage. They want me to stop talking. Please become a member of New Hampshire Audubon and support this great work. Okay, I got to talk louder. Before we get started, I have to thank our partners and sponsors. New Hampshire Fish and Game is a great agency here in New Hampshire. They support all our work on peregrine falcons. Thanks to Brady Sullivan for housing us today. Thank you, Tim Roberts. Is he here from Brady Sullivan? Thank you, Tim, for all the work you do here at the tower for peregrine falcons. Tim helps us build a nest every single year. Thank you, Tim. Peregrine Chat Group, who is a group of folks who help us monitor the peregrine falcons, and they created this wonderful calendar last year. It has a lot of educational materials. Thank you to them for supporting all our work. And one more shout out to the schools that are watching us right now. Mrs. Amato's class in Hooksett and all the other school children who are watching us right now on YouTube. And thank you to Brett, right? Brett at single digits for providing all the technical assistance, the cameras, everything we do to watch the Peregrines throughout the year. And now, the stars of the show. Chris Martin is our scientist. He's been working to monitor the return of peregrine falcons for over 25 years. Take it away, Chris.
Hi, everybody. How are you? Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for coming.
My pleasure, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. We've got 4 folks that are going to help us with this work today, along with Mark Timmerman, who is a falcon volunteer doing field work for us, actually monitoring another site in Manchester, Bedford. So we've got 2 pairs in the local area now, one on a bridge and then one in the building. So anyway, I've got 4 happy-go-lucky chicks here that want to come out. So I'm going to try to take them all out, put them where everybody can see them. There's probably some people here who've already know which ones are named which. I don't know. Huh? Can you guys up close? Oh yeah. Oh, that's yeah. So we'll lay them out here. And at this stage, they're more inclined to lay flat on the ground than they are to run around. So. One of these is going to grab me, I'm sure.
He's way in the back, he's waiting, no, the other one.
That's what. You want to do the rodeo here?
I'll kind of keep him,
Yeah, it's kind of good to stand there.
Okay.
And if I could ask Betsy Janeway to come up here. Yeah. So that's worth commenting on. So these birds are just growing their body feathers now, and so you can see they're coming out from the fleshy parts of their body, and they're delicate at this stage. They're just growing, and if we were to break off one of those now, they wouldn't have that feather until they molt again in a number of months. So it is a delicate time for them, but they're tough little guys. The oldest one here is 21 days old today, I believe. The youngest is 19, so they're all very close in age. They're not necessarily close in size, as you can see by this 2 in the front. All right, I'm going to get this out of our way.
I'll move it.
That's pretty odd.
All right. So, Betsy, I'm going to have you over here by the mayor. So your job is to catch one of the jumps, okay?
All right.
You ready for that?
I'm ready.
Don't look very happy.
You okay?
Snoozing.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I just want to tell you, this is the 17th consecutive year that this building, or someplace in Manchester, has fledged young birds. One year they nested across from City Hall on the Citizens Bank building, but every other year they've nested here. So 17 straight years. This is the 3rd year in a row that it's produced 4 young. We've had 2 different male birds in that time, and 3 different females in that time frame. When we band these 4, if they all fledge from the nest in 3 more weeks, that'll be 51 chicks that have fledged from Manchester in all those years. So one of the things we want to do is sex them by their feet size, because that's how we tell which size leg band we put on them.
Huh.
So I go with the easy ones first, and I'm looking at the size of this leg
It's big.
compared to the other ones.
Biggest.
Yeah, the width of it.
Yeah.
It's like, you can look at a pencil And if the leg is bigger around than a pencil, it's probably a female chick. If the leg is the size of a pencil, look at this one.
Mhm.
It's probably a male chick. So, because those legs are mostly full size at this point, even though the bird's got a lot of growing to do still. So we're going to go with a female first. That'd be the AZ band. And
They smell a little bit.
Amos is the girl? Okay. You didn't account for that, did you? All you namers. Yeah. So this one, I don't know if it'll bite or not. So
Sorry, I don't
you
know.
can do this, okay?
Okay.
Yep. And you don't gotta squeeze, but
No.
and if you see the tail come up, you might want to step aside. Okay. Every now and then they, you know. All right. So AZ, and what we're gonna do, we're also gonna get federal band out here. I can do. No problem. Just right, just like A flat. Okay.
I can feel its
How you
heartbeat.
doing there, Bessie? I'm leaving you alone there.
I can feel its heart beating.
Yeah. I gotta do this anyway because it's gotta go around the leg. Alright, so this is going on the right leg. So the number, you ever write down? 1807. And then the side number is 92016. It's going on the right leg. Okay? See, this is going on your right leg. No, let's go this way. So this is a coded band, unique code. And that one people can't read. They can't read. You can't read this in the field, but these color bands you can. So it's going on your right leg, just like that, and it's going on the right way.
Finally, it's going.
Huh?
Ooh, you do it with your fingers.
Well, to a point. Doing good. Yeah. This is the most delicate part right
Yeah.
here. Holding the band
Yeah.
and just bending it over a little bit, and then it'll go down.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Feels it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a lock-on band. as
Yeah.
well.
That's it.
Well, pretty much for the one leg.
Oh, you do the other leg too.
Yeah, with the color band.
Okay.
So that's on permanently, and then we're going to do the other leg. 2 rivets.
He's woken up.
2 rivets. You can just dump them on the table if you want. So we have 2 kinds of leg bands. The silver band is a federal band with like a 9-digit code number, a lot like your Social Security number. But you can't read that in the field because it's a lot of letters, a lot of numbers once around the band. That one is a heavy gauge metal band, aluminum band that locks on by folding a flange. But then this color band here, this one's A over Z, black over green, A over Z. This actually we put on with a rivet gun through these little holes in the flanges. Because if we didn't, this is lightweight enough that a bird could maybe work it open if it didn't have that seal. So I don't know if that makes sense from where you're sitting, but this is the band that if someone sees the bird or photographs it, or even looks through the camera in the nest box, you might be able to tell which one this is. So. This one is A over Z, okay? And we could print what that is, what that's attached to in terms of the other band if it matters, but it really only matters to the bird banding lab. So. Oh, you loaded it.
Is it usual to have many more males than females?
We usually have about 50% each.
I think you want to go on the other
Yeah,
side.
I do.
Yeah.
All right. Look at, these guys have all turned around, they're watching what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Very on.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Furious.
Son of a gun.
What happened? Broke?
No, it's fine. I need my glasses to see something here.
I don't know about mine.
You need your glasses now, my guy.
Okay, we pull it up and underneath something and down in the bag.
I have to remember to hold her loosely, because I don't want to.
Son of a gun. We got some fat rivets here. Yeah, there are, but there are not very many. So this could go south there. We need to do 2 birds.
Him here, maybe Tim
No,
has
he
it.
won't have them.
All right.
Tim has it.
She's getting tired of this.
Here, take one with you. Yeah.
Is that a big one again?
So look at this. What we have a problem is we got 2 different size rivets. And they don't necessarily go through the
You haven't done this before, have you?
Tell me what I do now.
Oh, I
All
see,
right.
the rivet, yeah.
That fits right through. See that?
All right.
The problem is, it appears we only have 4 of those. So,
What are you gonna do?
well, Mark's going to see if Tim has some. If not, we'll have to scan 2 more later.
There, you're done.
So that bird's done.
All right. Let it go?
So I'll share with you what we were just discussing up here. The holes in these little color bands are very small, and so you have to have a very small rivet to fit through the hole. And we opened up a new container of rivets here, and they have fatter heads. And right now it looks like we can't get these through the holes. So I know we can band with a color band at least 1 more, because I have enough for that. We may have to come back later and put color bands on the last 2, but we can still put silver bands on. So that'll still happen.
I think this one wants to be next.
All right. Well, I want to invite somebody else up now.
Okay.
How about one of our youngsters? You want to be the next one? Yeah. You're done. Brindley, right? Yeah. Good to meet you. So you saw how she did that, right? Let's I want to look at their legs here. See who's big, who's small. That's a little leg right there. You're a male. You're definitely a male. So we're gonna do this one, and I'm gonna turn it around for you. And all you really have to do is hold it gently on both sides. You don't have to squeeze it. Okay? See that? And it may start kicking or something. Oh, they don't. Hey, what happened? Yeah, fighter there. Okay, here. Come from the back. Okay. Now, hold your wing up. So what happened? You just scrambled out of here? You're good. You're good. And if it goes after you, just don't pull away. It won't hurt. See, look at that. It won't hurt. Okay? So, we're in male territory now. There's no baby. Wait a second. Please wait a second. We're getting all mixed together. No, I mean I know, but we're putting a silver band on the right leg. And snug this, there we go, just a little bit. Make it really easy. Those are hard to find. We're going to go ahead and silver band them, and then we'll come back. Well, we don't need to do it in front of the crowd. But we might do that at the end of the day. Biggest baby bird you've ever seen. So that's good. So I'm looking for my last two. I know I have two more. And they're not these, because these are fat. These are thin. There's one. Are you sitting on one? Where's the other one? I'm looking for one more. Are you sitting on a band or a rivet? So I'm not gonna put on one. So that one, I think we're gonna say. If I find it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put the silver band, which is what the banding lab, the federal banding lab requires. You can't put the color bands on these birds unless you also mark them with their basically their Social Security number. So we can go ahead and do that, and because we're unable to. Oh, you found a little small one. Da-da-da! Two small ones, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Thank you. That was the one. That's the only one. So let's find a male color band. Those females, right? That's the male. 50 BS. Feel that off. There you go. Perfect. So we're going to do 50/BS. Okay, like 50/BS. You want to do this? I'm going to change places. Teach you how to do this. Okay. So you take that little band, you put it around the leg, like that. I have as much trouble as you do. Now, wait, now over the, and then you squeeze that down. No, you can just squeeze it down. It's going to be a little crooked, and we're going to have to straighten it up. Okay? The bird might just stay put. Okay. Let's straighten it up with a tool. Yeah. See, if the holes aren't in the same spot, it's no good. So you got to. Oh yeah. Almost. So this one got a little out of sorts, this leg band. It's supposed to be symmetrical. So now we're ready. So let's take, you never used a tool like this, have you? This is a rivet gun. What I want you to do is put this right through one of those holes, and we'll see if it goes. If it doesn't, that's fine. Here, I'm going to fix it up. Just like that. Wait. There we go. Now, I want you to squeeze that, and then open again, and squeeze it again. And open again, squeeze again. Squeeze hard this time. There you go. Good. Nice work. That was easy. Alright, I've got one more to go here. Mark, you want to do this one? No.
That may have the, oh, it's out, good. It's out. Oh, the suspense. Alright, don't squeeze it yet.
No, I'm not.
So this guy, it should be easy, because this one's all set now. So, yeah, right down through there. There you go, you got it. Squeeze once or twice and make it 3 times. Wait, there you go. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Piece of cake. Class number 2. This is, let go of your wing. This is 50 BS is the code on this. We're running out of easy codes, unfortunately, so. That's a male, definitely, because we use the smaller male bands, and they're still loose on his leg. So, that's definitely a male, even though he's almost as big as this guy. So we're done with you, and we're done with you. Just because it's small doesn't mean it's a male. It could be the last hatch, and not getting enough food. So, yeah. Like, so, it can't be in between. It's either one or the other. It might be female. I mean, compare that leg with all these others. I really want to look at this one, though. We're going to try male band, see what happens. So let's try the next one in the sequence. All right, so I want to thank you. We're going to go on to... Now, the last 2 people only get to use 1 band. I'm sorry, you don't get to do 2 bands. So who's our... Do both of the girls go? No, the other little girl? Yeah, good. And then Ann. Yeah. Hi, what's your name? Leah. Leah? Chris Martin. Nice to meet you. And Mark Timmerman. So why don't you come here in the middle? So, we're going to do a little one now, okay? And we're not going to put a color band on it because we don't have the rhythm to hold it. But we are going to use a code number. And we're going to probably end up using the other one. This should be next in sequence to what you have.
And I think this is 1, 2, 1, 4. This would be 1, 3 right here. I figured out the wrong order.
Can you do that?
Oh yeah, I put this one back and pull the other one out.
So, I want you to hold this bird. It's a really delicate little bird. But you'll want to scramble, but if you kind of put your hands towards the front, and these feet aren't really, I mean, they're sharp, but they don't really scratch, so they might scratch. So you got the number written down, 1, 3 at the end? 1, 3. Okay. We're going to put this on its right leg. Lift up a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. You're doing good. Thank you. Put it on upside down. You're doing good. You handle animals? No? That's good. And then I'm just going to... You're doing great, buddy. Thank you. This, push it down, and you're done. That folds over. Bird can't get it off. There we go. That's good. And that's loose. That's a male band, and it's loose on this bird, so this is a male. Male. Yeah. And it's got some growing to do. Probably going to be the last one that fledges. But it's only 2 days behind the other one. gonna put that band on now, and we may come back when we have those extra rivets, and we're gonna put the color bands on too. And anybody watching on the camera will know when it happened. So, right? So we have one more to go, and I'd like to get Ann Preston to come up. Thank you for doing that. Where's Ann? Hello. So, how do you feel about holding on to her?
Oh, I will.
Yeah, okay.
Which one?
Well, the one that doesn't have leg bands. Yeah. I think it's this one. But don't go after it because it might go
okay,
after you.
all right.
But their beaks are a little sharp. Their feet are a little sharp, but they don't have a lot of strength. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
turn it around?
No, I'm gonna turn it around.
Okay.
And then you can hold it like
Okay.
this. So we're gonna try that with a male band, and we'll see what we got. So they don't like being tightly restrained, but if you can, that's really wonderful, huh? Yeah.
That's a lot of energy that you
Yeah.
have broken.
This is 140, got that?
Well, yeah.
So I'm gonna come this
Come on,
side.
side.
Thank you. That's perfect. All right.
You got your jewelry, your bling.
Almost. Perfect. So this one's going on easily too. So we got 3 males and 1 female this year. Got 1 more shoulder.
They'll all have girlfriends down the road.
If there's another nest nearby?
Yeah, actually, Mark monitors it. It's under a bridge on the south side of town. Not nearly as glamorous as 13 floors though. So we're gonna stop with that, and
It's not a numerical sequence, but it's the next one in line.
yeah.
So, but I don't have big rivets.
So we're gonna do it there. Okay. So. All right. So I'm gonna try to set them together so you can get a picture. Huh? And is the mayor still here? I'd love to get him in this picture.
I think I saw him leave.
Is he gone? Okay. Doug, you want to come through too? Let's see how they do shoulder to shoulder. Okay. Oh, look, they're getting ready for the picture. Stay put.
Thank you.
Little guy. No problem. All right, Mark it over here. How about our other banders, the people that helped? Will you all come up here?
Tony Bandy, come on up.
Come on, Justin. Go right here beside, behind Mark. And Ann, come over on this side. Can you come around? So, and then squeeze in tight so we all... No, well, this is good. How is this? Is this good? Everybody ready?
That's 27.
Class of 2017. There they are.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Isn't that great? I've got, that one's always laying flat. Which is yeah? Now how quiet are they, huh? Yeah, yeah. So those will grow to be about 6 inches, 7 inches long in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 3 weeks from now, these guys are going to start flying. And then you can't watch them on the camera anymore. They're going to be out there in the community. And
They don't come back to the nest.
well, they'll come in and out of the nest,
Yeah.
but the only downside of watching these birds on the camera is that there's so much of their environment that's outside of the range of these cameras. And when they leave that camera view, for all intents and purposes, if that's your only view of them, they disappear. But they're probably just 5 feet away around the corner, and you just don't know that from the camera. So
When did they start hunting their own food?
it'll be more than a month after they fledge before they're catching much of their stuff. Hey, I have to ask, was anybody watching yesterday morning at 5 in the morning. I know somebody was. Come on. You know, you can scroll back through the footage by dragging the cursor bar or whatever it's called. I went back to 5 o'clock yesterday morning and I watched the female bring in, much to my chagrin, a bat. Yeah, a headless bat. Headless is big for these guys, you know. And I actually could see the one wing. It was clearly a bat. And this is caught at 5 in the morning, while it was still semi-dark. Peregrines are known to be bat eaters as well as dragonfly eaters, in addition to birds. So if it flies around in the air, it can. Although flying squirrels never, but they don't really fly. They just fly. Yeah. So, but anything that flies in the air, a luna moth could be a meal for a falcon. It wouldn't be much of a meal, but anyway.
Did anyone name them?
Did someone who actually knows what the names are? Do you know? Stand up.
Amos is on the right.
See if it checks out here. Okay. Wait. I'm just curious if you have the same name.
Penny's the next one.
Okay.
One laying down is Sunny.
Amos, Penny,
Penny.
Sunny, Pemmy or Penny? I thought they were named for rivers. Pemmy.
They're short for the river.
Okay. Amos, Pemmy for Pemigewasset, Sunny, Suncook River, and Winnie. Winnie's the little one. Okay.
Winnie.
So, Chris, 12, 13, and 14, are they in order?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I certainly didn't put them there on purpose.
Okay. I wonder.
Why do we need to do that? I gotta pick them all out and look at them. So. Yeah. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you all for coming. Thanks, Chris Martin and all the banders. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Really appreciate it. As usual.
Just touch a little bit. Just a little. Oh wow, very soft. Yeah.
So, Mark, bring that cage back over. Cute little bunch, huh?
They are.
What a nice little family. It depends on the bird. Some of them land next to you. Some of them they're fly around and jump. It's different for each one.
Parents, please.
Sorry. How are you? Yeah, but mostly they don't really come out. They flip over your head.
How well can they see right now?
Pretty well. They certainly see motion. When I go to grab one, you'll see it. You know, react to it.
Well, we didn't do well.
As soon as I reach. Who wants to be first?
Not even close.
Oh, we did though.
One. Females, one Sunny. Sunny's the only female. That was right.
No, Amos.
Amos is female?
Amos. Okay, even I know this is winning.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I'm a quick learner.
Yeah. And, yeah.
I think it is. So maybe maybe that's the I don't know.
Don't wake him up, please. Yeah, yeah, just leave him.
Okay, now we go back. All right, let's see if you're the female. Do you have the 2-letter code number?
I have 2 of them.
Yeah, this is it. This is the female. The only female.
Okay, female.
All right. And she's glued to the blanket. There you go.
Aww. There you are.
There you go.
Aww.
All right. I think they need to go back and have a meal. What do you think?
Mom and Dad will appreciate that.
All right, that's it. You're gonna get There we go. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
There's always some surprise. No ribbon.
When are you gonna do the other two?
Huh?
When you do the other two?
When we find some of those bloody rivets.
Yeah, okay.
Probably after the weekend. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Keep watching birds. Huh? Yeah, I know Michael. I met him. Yeah. Even Bishop?
I got to a bunch here.
Yeah.
But I got somebody like to show you how they actually.
Are they on your camera?
Yeah, they're on my,
A site where?
it's in Woburn. Yeah.
Oh, I know which one. I know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful spot.
Yeah. It's like an old quarry, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a business spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're hanging out behind the
No, have you run into Craig Gibson? He's a photographer down
I
there.
haven't seen it.
He's photographing Lawrence and a couple other sites. Very. I'm not dismissing your pictures, but
Yeah.
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 No. I wish that more folks that are taking pictures would talk to each other.
Yeah.
Because it's a nice community.
Yeah.
And you all have the same interests.
Yeah.
Sometimes you kind of want to stay, in your own little
Yeah,
thing.
well, I mean, me and her went out to Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, yeah?
We went up inside the terminal tower and
Yeah.
watched it right out the window,
Yeah.
right on the ledge.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's good to see you again, Michael. I
Well,
appreciate
thank you.
it. Yeah. And you take care of yourself, okay? All right? You're looking good. Hang in there, okay? Okay, good.
Don't keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
We go out to the park and watch the friggin'
Boy, who's going back north on 93? Oh, I'm going back way. I'm going the back way.
I did my own day last weekend. We're going?
I'm no big rush here. And he showed up and right here. So we're holding out for those rivets to show. We may do that. Qualified candidate. I didn't talk to you. Yeah, we'll hang for a few minutes. Okay? So we may have a moving
I hadn't been here last behavior and what he's doing on the net.
haven't held it either?
You haven't held one, she's held it. You called it like 3 years ago. Yeah, the old picture.
I need that one that's opening.
See, they recognize you from when they were eggs.
When they were sort of purpley eggs. Look at each are,
I thought I actually tried to.
are they always like that?
I need that one.
So, I bet that's kind of unusual.
I thought they fit, but I must have done. Grab one of the old ones.
Yeah, you wonder, right?
Oh, yeah, but
Choke cherries or something.
I only had 4 of them.
Inside that.
5, actually.
That one.
That was fun, huh?
Alright, so in that case, we need a tool.
Where'd those tools go?
So, that one. Let's see what he brings back.
We did, yeah, so.
Hands are good. Have a good weekend. Sorry to steal your thunder. I was trying to listen to you back there, but I was so far away I couldn't tell.
That was actually.
Here they come. And
Different from looking at it through the glass.
Or on the camera.
Well, no, they go upstairs.
Good.
They never look you under the camera, they look through the glass.
Well, what do you want?
Well, you're not gonna take it to there, if they ban it again, it's what they're gonna show when they break it out. I got a picture. We have the best pictures of when they're into the rears.
oh well. We'll live with it.
You don't require, just let them know.
Yeah. There'll be pictures.
Yeah, you're gonna get, some point, next week after the,
That's when they're big.
Waiting here. So is that now?
No, that's when they were.
I didn't see the eggs. I just saw the bird.
I will go up there now, they're probably.
Tell you what.
They're flying around up there.
They were. Did you see them flying around? I'm inclined to take the 2 back.
Yeah.
Oh, you're watching Lily out there waiting? How long can they go, Chris, before you actually have to train them?
I don't think the parents are there. I mean, if you put them back, they start screaming, the parents.
Right, exactly.
Like, oh, they're back.
Mary was asking me about the
Well, I'm more worried about the parents. Like, oh, Mark, can you? But all they gotta do is hear them screaming.
Good to see you, thanks again.
All right, bye, see you, honey, thanks again.
So this is just very out of the ordinary, we're not hustling back up.
It's usually like an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's been an hour, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I guess getting close.
My gut is telling me to take them back up. Yeah.
I was wondering what your window of time was.
No, I'm in his,
it's my window of time.
his window of time now.
I'm the bird keeper.
Yeah.
Banded male in the back.
Kelly, do you know Tim? Tim's building manager. Kelly Dwyer is the education director on it. Oh, your kids have been coming to this one too.
Well, this is his first banding.
Is it?
He goes up, he's been here for.
Let's just see what those look like. Let me, yeah, that's the thing. Oh, they look small.
You can't use them?
Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah,
No, don't use them.
and I tried a body shop,
Cause
I
I'll show,
tried this place.
yeah, I'll show you, I'll prove it.
Hang on.
I'll prove it.
I have to drill the hole, I have to drill the hole out.
Yeah. How big's the hole in the tank?
Well, you know, well, you could, you could.
I'm gonna water them.
What do you think's gonna be the first thing that happens?
Well, yeah, but we weren't in a position to go in.
Spike the leg.
Yeah, but.
Like when you were 18
we
or
were-
50
we
or
were in the
something,
shop.
started flying.
You wanna, sorry.
No, it's, thanks for the effort. Hi,
Am I going out and,
Chris Martin.
Did you have to do it by crying?
Yeah,
I'll talk to you later.
I'm not gonna pull them all out, but we'll take one out and show you. So I'll show you what we did, okay?
Oh, that'd be great.
We,
That'd be great, cause I don't wanna close it or anything, but.
you know, we put ID bands on all 4 chicks. And I'll take out, you know, there's 4 of them in there, believe it or not.
Yeah, I've been upstairs and they've done it on the roof, you know, or.
This one got 2 bands on it. Yeah. So. So we put these ID bands on them.
Is it the green, isn't it looking at the green and black? Or
Yeah. There's bands on both legs.
Yeah. So you did both of them.
I'm gonna hold it up. So I think it'll, this one, quite see one.
I see it. It's looking pretty good, right? You know, when you're.
Yeah, we expect this is a he. You know.
Right, so you did all 3 bands.
We put bands on all 4 chicks.
I mean, all 3 of those bands are your bands.
Hey Chris, what are the footage they show these guys in front of?
I'm gonna turn back. Okay.
Federal Wildlife,
You upset?
Federal
It's time to
Wildlife
go.
Band,
And this is just not good enough.
and this one is Federal Wildlife Band.
Well, thank you.
And the other one, the colored ones are,
Those are produced by a private company, but, the bands are all linked to the, federal database.
Yeah.
So that if anybody even finds a leg without the bird, the band is there, we can figure out what species it was and where it band is how old it is. So,
And they're big enough, they just grow into it, or
well, they pretty much are.
the size, their legs are the size they're gonna be.
This isn't your first rodeo, right? You've been.
Yeah, but I cover so much every year.
Alright. I wanna get these guys up there.
So let me get your name real quick before you take off.
Chris Martin, New Hampshire Audubon.
Yeah, I've met you before. And what is your title with?
I'm a senior biologist, specializing in raptors. There you go, that would work.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, now. Alright, we'll come back and get this stuff,
Can I go with you?
yeah, you can go. Actually, why don't we let him come up too? Since he missed the rest of it. You can get pictures, nobody else got it.
Yeah, I've been up there before because we've done it.
Ready to go?
quite a few years, right? Yes. Yeah, so Chris, would you before I sit down here with the
Have
stuff?
you- have you-
Nobody's gonna take it.
This is,
Rex Gardner.
yeah.